these niggas sound crazy.
Going through some shit, can't let it get to me. Can't let it take all of my time and all my energy. Gotta watch them cats who claim that they a fucking kin to me. Gotta watch your friends before they turn into your frenemies. Going through some shit, can't let it get to me. Can't let it take all of my time and all my energy. Gotta watch them cats who claim that they a fucking kin to me. Gotta watch your friends before they turn into your frenemies. You gotta watch him. I swear you gotta watch him.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to the Hawaii Tech Sharks Dynasty here on NCAA 14. Season 3 is officially in the books. We won our first bowl game, and now here we are with a little season recap, and then we're going to move on to the offseason, then the preseason, and gear up for season number 4. The series has been moving extremely fast. Shout out to you guys for all the love and support, but let's continue to run it up. So first things first, going over the, the record books for this past season. Mike Cutler becomes the school leader with receiving yards in the career with 32-17, which I believe is ultimately going to be broken by Chef Johnson. You know what I mean? But let's bask in Mike Cutler's greatness for now, because he wasn't even supposed to be a starter long term, but you can't deny his talent. Also, Trey Warfield, as just as true sophomore, is now the school leader for passing touchdowns in the career, excuse me. And then also school leader for career passing yards. So here we are about to look over the bowl results. You already know we got that dub, 40-35. It was a great game. Coming down to the national championship, Mississippi State actually blew out Penn State. Eastern Michigan beat Troy. Clemson beat TCU. A&M lost to Utah. Shout out to the Pac-12. Notre Dame barely beat Army. Army put on a great season this year. Wisconsin lost by 1 to Stanford. Auburn beat Illinois. Georgia beat Michigan State. Rutgers beat USF. Jersey, we out here. Florida blew out Syracuse as expected. Ole Miss blew out Old Dominion. Alabama beat Boston College. Oklahoma got blown out by Michigan. That's just some of the notable games. And also, Ohio State blew out Iowa State. Final NCAA stat leaders. Trey Warfield led the nation in passing yards again, this time with 4,442 yards. On the ground, we're not even close. Receiving yards, Mike Cutler finished 11th in the nation. Tackles, Vincent Ellisar actually ended up taking the lead over Favale down the stretch and leads the nation in tackles for the second straight season. Favale finishes top 5. Sack leaders, Delroy Vincent was our leader with 3, not even close to the top. Interception leader is Jay Coco, who actually ended up catching 4 interceptions, and he's in the top 75. That is huge. Deeper look at our stats for the year. Trey Warfield, 155 QBR, 26 for 262, 441, 262 for 441, 4,442 yards, 30 touchdowns, 24 picks. Last season, he had 37 touchdowns and 27 picks. So he digressed a little bit in the touchdowns, but he had a couple bad games and he was hurt, for 2 games. His yards went down dramatically as well. But, saw a little bit of a sophomore slump, but his QBR went up, and so did his completion percentage. So those are both pluses. He had 342 yards a game, 17 yards per completion. 79 was his longest of the year, but he was sacked 31 times. I am inclined to believe that is the most sack times in the nation. Let's go ahead and scroll over. He was sacked 31 times. Okay, it's not even close to being at the top, so I do apologize. He did throw the most picks in the nation, but not by much, but at least he was plus, his touchdown to interception ratio. Yards, we already know he was the leader there. Leader receiver, Mike Cutler, 80 catches, 1,287 yards, only 5 touchdowns. Chef Johnson, 1,225 yards, 8 touchdowns, 54 catches. Spratley, just under 1,000, 52 catches, 951 yards. Jason Harris, 44 catches, 806 yards, 5 touchdowns. 8 touchdowns for Johnson, 7 touchdowns for Spratley. 4 touchdowns for Kevon King, 19 and 38. 2 touchdowns for Madley through the air. Rushing wise, we skipped over that. Madley had 8 touchdowns on the ground, so did Warfield. 3 for Swain, 1 for Uweo, 3 for Johnson, and 1 for Cutler. Defensively, Ellisar led us in tackles with 56, 54 solo. He had 2 assisted, 11 for loss. Our sack leader was Vincent and Korn and Abernathy all tied for 3, followed by Ellisar with 2. Romero, Paisley, Dahl, McCarty, Davis, Gomez, and Cabral and Favale all had 1. Pick leader Jay Coco with 4. Conley was next with 3. Bauer had 2. Favale had 2. Ellisar and Dahl both had 1. Forced fumbles, Paisley had 2, Dahl had 1, Favale had 1. Recoveries, Favale, Bacardi, and Paisley all had 1. And then we also had 1 defensive touchdown this season, and that was our main man, Vincent Alisson. Kick return yards, Ryan Favale, 74 kick returns, almost, 1,930 yards, 26 yards per return. No touchdowns, man, but that alone is just absolutely insane, giving us great field position all throughout the year. Real quick on the award winners, the Maxwell goes to Max Duggan. The Walter Kemp goes to Max Duggan. The Bednarik goes to KJ Wallace. Phillip Hall wins the Nagurski. Max Duggan also wins the O'Brien. The Dope Walker goes to Lee Witherspoon. The Bolitnikov goes to Marlon Pope. The Mackey goes to our man Hudson Henry. The Outland goes to Zeke Carell. The Remington also goes to Zeke Carell. Phillip Hall gets the Lombardi. Marcus Mobley wins Linebacker of the Year. The Thorpe goes to KJ Wallace. The Groza goes to Jordan Joseph. Tony Lawson wins the Guy Award. And Ryan Favale, of course, wins the Best Returner. Once again, the Heisman was the redshirt senior out of Auburn, DJ Williams. I think it was a landslide, if I'm not mistaken. Real quick, taking a look at who was the bottom 2 teams here in the Pac-12. Washington and Oregon are now moving down to the Mountain West, and they will be replaced with Boise State and Wyoming. All right. Didn't expect to see... Well, I expected Boise State eventually to come up, but I thought Air Force was going to be the team that snuck up with them. But Wyoming, 9-4 total, 8-1 in the conference, had a big year. All right, taking a look at Coach Brennan's contract here. Came in after they went 0-12, 3-9 year 1, 8-6 year 2, 7-6 year 3. You know what I mean? We're over that 5-win target threshold. Program tradition is a C-. Take a look at his overall record. He's 18 for 21. Still 0-2 versus rivals, but he's now 5-7 versus top 25. And our bowl record is now at 500 at 1-1. All right, guys, before we go into players leaving, we have some coaching changes here for the program. Our old D coordinator, you know what I'm saying, his contract expired. He wasn't renewed. So our old D coordinator, his contract expired and it wasn't renewed. And Coach Colt Brennan reached out to a fellow misfit friend of his who was a beast on the college football landscape when he was in school. Defensive minded, absolute dog, was due to play in the Super Bowl before unfortunate events, and I am talking about no other than Tyler Hawkins is now the defensive coordinator of the Hawaii Tech Sharks. Now, his job security is extremely low. 4-year contract. We're hoping Tyler can come in here and turn this program around. Lord knows we need it. You know, Tyler was all about creating turnovers, getting in the backfield, disrupting plays. You know what I mean? He did miss assignments, you know what I mean, in the secondary, but it was all good for the, for the most part, because he made up for it with the plays he made, you know what I mean, away from his zone or his man assignment. You know, he would break off his man assignment, you know, rush the quarterback, get a big sack, he would live in the backfield, you know what I mean, and stuff runs as a safety. You know what I mean? Got to the NFL with the Falcons his rookie year, was supposed to go to the Super Bowl, got into a bar fight, ended up being a pro boxer, but now he is back in football looking to help youngsters not make the same mistakes. Taking a look at Tyler, you know what I'm saying? We're going to actually run his defensive playbook this year. He's coming in and his scheme that he wants to run is the 3-3-5. So that's going to be the scheme that our squad runs. Not really sure if we fit that scheme at all, but you know what I mean? We're going to get players to fit the strength of what Tyler Hawkins wants to do here at Hawaii Tech. So, players leaving, surprisingly, not really surprisingly, but Felipe Uyo is leaving the program and transferring to our rival, Fresno State. Wow, I did not see this coming. I felt like somebody might be transferring, but I didn't think it would be Felipe. But, you know what I'm saying, we're not even going to try to talk him in. Chance of persuasion is low. So, you know, we wish him nothing but the best, but I cannot wait to play Fresno State again, and we're going to bust his behind. We're going to give him work. We're going to give him hell. We're going to make sure he doesn't, you know what I mean, get even 50 yards in the game. Kyle Greer is graduating. Nathan Cole is graduating, and our starting center, Ryan Collier, is out of here. Appreciate everything you did here for the program. You got beat a lot sometimes, but for the most part, you did well. Take a look at his stats here. You know what I mean? 4 pancakes in 2016. So take a look at his stats here. 4 pancakes year 1. Only 1 pancake year 2. He only gave up 1 sack his first year, but this is when he was at guard, and at center, he gave up 7 total sacks in 2 years. You know what I mean? It happens, overwhelmed at times, but definitely appreciate him in his senior year moving to center for the betterment of the team. All right, boys, here we are at National Signing Day. Of course, we didn't have any recruits that we needed to finalize here in the off season. So we're going to head straight over to top classes. We have a top 50 recruiting class, 18 3-stars, 1 2-star, 3 1-stars. We are now officially a 3 prestige school. 60 overall, 65 offense, 59 defense. That part didn't change yet. It will next season once we get these beautiful amount of recruits in. Top recruit is Bobby McNeil. You scroll all the way down here. We have 22 total recruits. So that means there's going to be 22 new subscribers here on the Hawaii Tech Sharks. All right, boys, here we are at position changes. Let's see what we can do. Of course, none of our quarterbacks are changing their position here. You know, Robinson is officially a redshirt sophomore, so, you know, when we do transition on from Trey Warfield, unless we get a super duper beast freshman quarterback, Ty Robinson will be set up to start that one season. Running backs, we bring in Avery Harris, speed back, 67 overall, 86 speed, 82 excel, so pretty much the same as Madley. A little more agile, not as strong yet. Doesn't juke as well. Catches a little bit better, so we'll see what Harris wants to do. We might actually be redshirting Harris, you know what I mean, because I don't want to lose a lot of these recruits because, you know, we get them in here and they don't play year one and then they go on to other schools and produce for them. Fullbacks, same old. Wide receivers, we have quite a few wide receivers this year. You know, it's still going to be, so Kyle Henry, a 3-star recruit, 67 overall, one of our top 4 receivers already. Kyle Henry, Josh Davis, Derek Abrams, all going to redshirt. Mike Cutler is going to start his senior year. Shuff Johnson is going to start. Harris and Spratley, they've been doing their thing, so there's really no reason for me, you know what I'm saying, to like not let them play. These guys, you know, we're going to groom them and get them ready to step in as juniors or sophomores rather. No, juniors. They'll step in as redshirt sophomores and they'll be ready to go. Tight ends, no changes there. Unless Ryan Cameron, man, in his senior year, I feel like he should be able to play tight end. He won't be able to block much, bro, but he should be able to come in and catch passes. But you know what I'm saying? There's really no guarantee when he's going to be in because I don't even know what playbook we're playing with this year because we got to randomly select it. Ben Muniz starting at left tackle still, easy money. Ian Lambert still going to be our starting left guard. Going to see if Owens could switch around. We brought in Harris. Harris is going to be starting center. Tober actually could be the starting center as well, 68 overall. Or we could move Mike Ball to center. He'll be a 70 overall. Gabriel Tobert will, you know, he won't train. But do I really want to put him at center? Like, who do I want to put at center? Speed. Let's see. Ball is slower. Then we could redshirt Harris. Let Tobert be able to start off rip. So we got Muniz, Lambert, Ball, Tobert, Moose Daniels. We'll probably redshirt Yates. Yeah, JUCO Jr., so we'll redshirt him 1 year. We got new ends. Rashad Green and Scott Underwood. Already better than Juan Gomez. Juan Gomez didn't even play that well last season. So I'm not going to say like that is his spot for sure. I'm going to see how I play it if I redshirt or anything. Right in, Adam McCall is better than Braden Korn, but Braden Korn is going to start because he's going to train. So we'll go ahead and redshirt Adam McCall. Ryan Gaines, Gary Pope, Alan Royal, all better than Delroy Vincent, but he will train. But Ryan Gaines, Delroy Vincent isn't going to get eight points better, so Ryan Gaines is more than likely going to be the starting D tackle. Left outside linebacker, Gary Abernathy is not as good as Trey Wright. Trey Wright, 95 excel, 83 speed. He's definitely going to be starting. Middle linebacker, Bobby McNeil is probably going to start, probably redshirt Brandon Joseph, so to be Vincent Ellisar and Bobby McNeil. But Vincent Ellisar has to be the number one linebacker, bro, mainly because he led the nation in tackles for 2 straight seasons. You don't just put somebody down like that. You know what I'm saying? He was an All-American. He's got to play. But Bobby McNeil, with his 91 excel, 81 speed, could possibly play one of the outside linebackers. Brought him in to be a middle, but he's just as good at either outside linebacker position. So he could start over Trey Wright, but he has 95 excel. You know what I'm saying? But if we move McNeil to the right outside linebacker, leave Ellisar there, that way, you know, he'll probably start. Hennessy's supposed to start, but Joseph could end up starting. Peter Dahl, who had a decent first year, 44 tackles actually. Great first year. Senior year coming up. Don't really want him to not play, but we at this point with our defense and where we are, we got to put our best players on the field. And we do play it. Well, we play a 3-3-5. So, you know what I mean? So, we're not going to have 4 linebackers on the field that much anymore. So, we'll just play it by ear. For right now, Bobby McNeil is going to be a right outside linebacker. Jay Coco still the number 1 corner. Derek Owen coming in, 90 speed, 83 excel, instant starter. Mike Scott coming in, 63, 88 speed, 87 excel, instant starter. Bauer, you are easily losing that spot. You were terrible this season, bro. They picked on you all season long. You could possibly move to safety. We also brought in Mark Sims. Ryan Favale, you know what I mean, going to start over David Mason. David Mason's probably going to get redshirted. Adam Blankenship looking to start at strong safety. Might even redshirt him. 85 speed. I feel like Bauer could possibly be a decent safety. He's got decent man in zone coverage. Coming over here to strong safety. Let's see what Adam Blankenship has. I want to be patient with some of these guys, but I also want to get him on the field immediately. See, his man coverage and zone coverage is terrible. So we're going to redshirt him. We're going to move Bauer back here to strong safety. Let's see what Sims could do because he has 91 speed. He could be a 62 overall strong safety. 91 speed, 88 excel. Let's see what his zone is. Sorry, Bauer. I'm not trying to hate on you, but your awareness on the ball sometimes drove me nuts last year. Let's see. Conley also has some decent speed, but he's not going to be a good safety. Owen could play safety at a 66, but these dudes won't train. Bauer would train. So we'll put Bauer at strong safety. He goes down 1 overall point, but he's probably never going to play corner here at this program again. So I'm cool with getting rid of him, you feel me? You know what I mean? We'll let these 4 rock out at cornerbacks this year. Favale still going to be the free safety. He held it down. Return of the year. Got to return kicks again. Blankenship. Let's see. Bauer goes at 62, but Paisley's still over there too. But it is what it is. Just add in depth. You know what I mean? Bauer, you're not going to play corner again. You just don't have it. You do not have it, fam. Partly is just your 55 awareness. Mostly everybody on the team has low awareness. I think that's why when Philip Stewart had to step in last year, he did well because he has 81 awareness. Atkins is still a kicker, of course, and Robbins, is still the punter. All right, guys, training results are in. Trey Warfield is at 82 overall, +5, +1 speed, +1 excel, +5 to awareness. Let's see what he got to his throw stats. +1, 75 throw power, +4, 84 throw accuracy. Robinson has trained well as well, so right on schedule with him. Madley, +5, 76 overall, +1 speed, +2 to his excel. Break tackle goes up 5 to an 80. I like that. Receivers, Jason Harris is now +5 up to an 80. Spratley +4 up to a 73. Shuff +4 up to a 71. +1 speed, +2 excel. Mike Cutler is up to a 70, +5. None to a speed, but +2 excel. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. That's what you love to see. Mike Cutler, 97 catch on +5. 95 catch for Harris. Spec catch. You know what I mean? Spratley still has the better one, even though Johnson makes the best catches. Catching traffic, +6 to Harris. +3 to Johnson. +4 to Spratley. +5 to Cutler. Route running. Spratley wants, 93 route running now. 87 jump. The squad is definitely looking all right. Tight end, Kevon King is now +5 at 78 overall. Munez is +4, 79 overall left tackle. +5, 69 overall. Lambert at left guard. Ball +6 at center, 76 overall. Bracken +6, 67 overall at right guard. Right tackle Moose Daniels only goes up +2. He did not train that well here in the offseason. Little disappointing, not gonna lie. Gets faster and everything like that, but what is his blocking gonna do? Blocking is still, pass blocking is still good. Run blocking needs some work. You know what I'm saying? Impact blocking is okay. Now don't really remember what his strength is. +2 strength, so that's good. Left end, Juan Gomez trains hard, +5 to a 68. Braden Corn +3 to a 70. Delroy Vincent +5, 66. Aaron McCarty +6, 62. Gary Abernathy +5, 69 overall linebacker. Shane Romero +4, now 65. Vincent Ellisar +4, now 73. Lazarus Hennessy 64 off their +4. Peter Dog is +4, now 69. Jay Coco +5, now 77 in the stud. Conley gets +1 speed, +1 excel, +4 overall, 61. Cabral +5, he's a 60. Ryan Fravel +4, he's now 70, +1 speed, +1 excel. That's clutch. And then Ryan Paisley +4, 67 overall, +1 speed, +1 excel. Bauer gets +3, he's now 65 overall. Our kicker, Alex Atkins, gets +4. His power goes up +4, and his accuracy goes up +5. And then Andrew Dobbins goes up +5, is now 68 overall punter. So the team trained hard overall. Not sure who trained the hardest. Let's see if we can find them. There's a lot of +6s. I don't know if he had any +7s, +8s, or anything like that. So we definitely didn't have anything over a +6. So there's actually quite a bit of people who get that top training award. All right, boys. So time to change this conference up a bit. Remember, Oregon and UW will be going down to the Mountain West. So let's go ahead and swap UW for Boise State. And then we'll go ahead and also swap Wyoming for Oregon. New Mountain West looks like this. Air Force, BYU, Colorado State, Oregon, Utah State, Washington State. And then the other side, Hawaii, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon State, San Diego State, San Jose State, and UNLV. The new Pac-12, Boise State, Cal, Colorado, Fresno State, Stanford, Wyoming. On our side, Arizona, Arizona State, Hawaii Tech, UCLA, USC, and Utah. All right, guys, so first things first, let's go through and redshirt who we need to redshirt. Avery Harris, I wanted to redshirt you, but I guess you'll see some of the field. Edwin Barnes ain't going to cut it as a backup. Receivers, we're going to go ahead and redshirt, let's see. It was Henry, Davis, and Abrams. All right, there we go. That looks good. We're going to redshirt those three. Redshirt Kevin Owens. Redshirt Lawrence Harris. Do I redshirt Gabriel Tolbert and let Bracken start? Probably not. It's not looking like it so far. Not looking like it so far. Bracken has better run blocking, but his pass blocking is terrible, and that showed a lot last year. It's a new era. Tolbert's going to start. Randy Yates, we'll go ahead and redshirt you, just for depth purposes. Scott Underwood, will redshirt you. Rashad Green, redshirt you. We'll give Gomez one more time to really start here. Let's see, McCall, we'll redshirt you. Show you're good. Ryan Gaines is going to start. So let's see, we'll go ahead and redshirt. Gary Pope, I don't want you to leave. Delroy Vincent, you'll still stick around to get some playing time here. Alan Royal will actually redshirt you as well. Left outside linebackers. Wright is looking like he might start over Abernathy. 6'5", 237, 6'5", 224. Both dudes are beasts. Don't really know where to go there. Don't really know where to go there at all. Good intangibles, good size, good skill. Damn, man, that's tough. That's tough and rough. We'll come back to that. Lazarus Henney, we'll go ahead and redshirt you. Brandon Joseph, we'll keep you in the. No, we'll redshirt you as well because we got other linebackers that can fill in. Dahl, you're a senior, but McNeil's, you know what I mean? McNeil's got his play. Cornerbacks are good. David Mason will redshirt you at safety. Blinken shit will redshirt you at strong safety. Bauer, we'll let you rock out with Paisley, but it is Paisley's job. Left outside linebacker, do I redshirt Wright or do I redshirt Abernathy? That's the thing. Who has the better tackling? Abernathy. Same power. Block shed goes to Abernathy. Abernathy has a little bit better coverage. None of this is importance rating. We'll go ahead and redshirt. We'll redshirt Trey Wright. You know what I'm saying? Let him compete for the job next season. So a lot of the same people coming back to start this year, but you know, redshirting some of the incoming freshmen just because I want them, you know what I mean, to train, to get a year under their belt, then they'll be able to hit the ground running once we get things really started here. So depth chart, Trey Warfield, it's his job to lose. Madley, same thing. Fullbacks, nothing changed. Receivers, you already know what time it is. Cutler is automatically going to be the 3. Spratley is the 2. 2 rock out like that once again. Kevon King, that's your job. Offensive line, everything looks like it's coming out the way it should be. Left end, Gomez is the starter. Braden Corn is the starter at right end. You know, Ryan Gaines is the starter at D tackle with Delroy Vincent as his backup now. Gary Abernathy is so far going to be the starter at left outside linebacker, spelled by Peter Dahl. Vincent Ellisar and Peter Dahl are going to hold it down at the middle linebacker. Ramiro, you know, could get some play there as well. McNeil is the starter at right outside linebacker. Dahl is going to spell him. So Dahl is the linebacker speller. Cornerback, we got Coco, Owen, Bauer. No, he's not playing corner for me. Sims, you get over Bauer too. Bauer is not playing corner for me. He could be the 5th corner. No, I refuse to really have him out there like that. Favale is still the starter at free safety, spelled by Bauer. Paisley is spelled by Bauer as strong safety as well. All right, depth chart is set. Time to move over to the schedule. B+ schedule starting off. We're not starting off with FCS East. You already know we don't give it up like that. I kind of want to play Air Force again, but I will also love to see UNC again if they're available. I feel like that has low-key become a little bit of a rivalry. All right, boys, so here's the final schedule. It's an A- schedule. FAU, Hawaii, North Carolina, Cal, Wyoming, Fresno State, USC, Utah, UCLA, Arizona State, Arizona. Then we're going to close it out at home against Georgia State. All right, boys, here we are at the official start of Season 4. We have 5 preseason All-Americans and 10 preseason All-Conference. So preseason polls, we got Notre Dame, Auburn, Clemson, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Tennessee, Penn State, Stanford, Alabama, Illinois, Cal, Michigan, Wisconsin, Florida, TCU, Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, Arizona State, Arizona, LSU, Ole Miss, Utah, USC, Virginia. That's the top 25. Now let's see where we are. We make the top 75. We are 63rd in the nation. 68 overall team. Offense is a 72. Defense is a 66. You know what I mean? D plus C, D plus D. So we got a C somewhere on the ratings now. Heisman watch list: Nick Allen, Michael Baker, Eric Freeman, Ted Winston, and Marlon Pope. Preseason All-Americans. Nobody on the offensive side of the ball for us. But Favale at free safety on the defensive side of the ball, first team. And the second team, Trey Warfield is a preseason All-American. Second team, that's what you'd love to see. Shuff should be up there too, or Mike Cutler. Vincent Ellisar is up there. JJ Conley and Ryan Paisley. Okay, I see y'all. Now, first team preseason All Pac-12, Trey Warfield, Shuff Johnson. Who else we got? Vincent Ellisar, Peter Dahl, JJ Conley, Ryan Paisley, Ryan Favale. Second team, Mike Cutler, Joe Spratley. Defensive side of the ball, anybody else? Jay Coco, and that's it. Championship outlook for the next 4 years. This year we're 63rd. They plan for the next few years for us to be 112, 115, then 64 in 2021. And real quick, just to check up on recruitment. Not many recruits here, man. We got some players that we definitely want to develop. We don't want to bring too many players into where people don't play and people, have to be redshirted all crazy and, they transfer and don't want to stay here. So we only got 7 people on the board for now before we figure out a real direction. We need a kicker. Our kicker's a senior, and we need an outside linebacker. We got 3 targeted since 3 are leaving. Kicker Lionel Price, Marcus McKinney, Joe Boone, Vernon Church are the outside linebackers. Joey Webb is the athlete. Kenneth Brown is the tight end. And Brandon Jones is a backup kicker we're going after just in case. He is the number 1 kicker in the nation. All right, boys. So we simmed the first week of the season. We are officially in week number 2. We're gearing up to play against FAU here at the start of season number 4. Expect big things out of us this season, man. I definitely expect us to finish at least at 500 here in the Pac-12. But that's going to do it here for us in the wrap-up / offseason / preseason vid. Hopefully you guys are hyped up and ready for season number 4. Make sure to drop your player info down below so you can have a chance to be on the squad. If you guys enjoyed, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. It's your boy UncleSamsReject, arcadegames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own. I ain't no regular Joe, you should've left me alone. I'm in the zone, I'm where the predators roam. We at the Senate in Rome, and I'm on the throne. This ain't no regular poem, this ain't that regular tone, no. Do you follow me, baby?